It's Kelly Carroll. We're back with another round of Jasper Chats, and we're joined by Kat Terode, our Senior Student Athlete Academic Advisor in the Student Athlete Academic Success Office, otherwise known as SAS. So definitely the best name of an office we have on campus. Kat, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Good. I'm so happy you're here. This is such an important topic, and I'm glad we, with about a month left of school, we can really get into how everybody's doing with the remote learning and talk a little bit about that. So thank you.
Thanks for having me.
So can you tell us just a little bit about what SAS does on a regular daily basis?
So SAS is housed under the Center of Academic Support Center. There we have tutoring, and then within athletics, we have our study hall and our academic meetings. We also, within our academic meetings, not only discuss their upcoming assignments, but then also help them with their time management, which also falls within, their tutoring.
The way I've understood SAS in my time at Manhattan is that a lot of what you do is face-to-face. So how has that kind of changed with all of the remote learning and everybody being off campus during this time?
So now that we can have our study hall and our academic meetings with all the students, our academic meetings used to be one-on-one. So now what we've done is, if we've met with our student once a week, they've had some study hall, so we try to make, contact with them at least twice a week. So that would entail some Google Hangouts, similar to FaceTime. And then at the end of the week, we'll check back in with them and see how their assignments are going and how their classes are, ensure that they're not running through any issues, making sure that they're getting connected with their professors.
Nice. So it's kind of similar to the everyday, and you have the ability with what you're set up with to be able to still stay in contact, even if it is virtual.
Yeah, so everything is going really well. We haven't really had to make any big changes. It's just, everything is virtual. So.
Well, I'm sure they're always happy to check in and see you. It's nice to have this face-to-face kind of quality time. Yes,
I miss them.
So from what you're kind of seeing and experiencing over the past, it's been about a month now, if a student athlete or a student in general came to you and wanted some tips on, remote learning and how their classes are going and even remote contact with you, what are kind of the big things that you would recommend for our student athletes to do so that they can kind of get ahead and continue to stay on target?
I would definitely refer them to the, Moodle, which is their online platform that a lot of the classes use. They could find their Success Network on there, all their Success Network contacts, which are their advisors, professors, and then also, which helps them communicate. So if they have any questions, I would refer them to there. And on Moodle, they have a link called College 101 that has all the tips that they can use. Everything from, reaching out to your professor to finding a good work environment to be in while completing all of your work.
So I talked a little bit earlier today with Rachel from the Career Center, and she is kind of similar to what you're saying. She really recommended in terms of careers to the student athletes to just kind of cold call or reach out to different departments that they wanted to know more about. Or different, groups or offices that they've always been interested in maybe finding out information about, but didn't have time. So it sounds kind of like you're saying too, like be connected with your resources, be connected with your professors, reach out to them. Is that helpful?
Yes, definitely. I mean, we're here for them. So I always encourage them if they would prefer doing a Google Hangout so they can get that face-to-face recognition, or even if they just like to call, they can always pick up the phone and, call us, get all the information that they need right away, or email. We're at our desks, literally from the 9 to 4:30, sometimes later for any other things that may come up, about. But definitely reach out when you have a question. Don't hesitate. Always reach out when you have a question. Another way that you can keep in contact with us is through our Instagram page. It's Jasper_SAS. It can keep you updated with all the other things coming up that you need to be updated with. We have other tips to get you through to the end of the semester, which is only about 2.5 weeks, which is really exciting.
Are there any tips or tricks for setting up your kind of academic learning space at home? I personally, like, I have a nice window, so I have a nice view. I have my hotspot right here, so my Wi-Fi is consistent. But for our student athletes, what would be a great way for them to kind of set themselves up for success for that online class or for doing their homework?
I would say in a most comfortable atmosphere. You know, you want to have a comfortable chair, you know, a desk or a table that would be most fitting for you, and Wi-Fi. We got to make sure that we stay connected to make sure we don't miss our live classes.
Well, anything else that these student athletes and the whole community should be really looking for, or things that would help them kind of complete their work while they're offline? I don't know if the library has online resources, or if there's any other portals that Academic Success provides.
Yeah, they can go look online for the library, but then also I don't want them to forget that, you know, our tutoring services are still available. You can still do that online. You sign up for it the same way you would as if you were on campus. It's just going to be virtual now.
So I've been asking this of everyone I've talked to, because I think this is such a great way for student athletes to see your faces and to hear your words of inspiration. So do you have a message of support for Jasper Nation while we're all a little, you know, further away from each other than we would like?
Yes, so just make sure that you stay connected with your Success Network contacts. We're almost at the end. Stay focused. We're almost there. You got this.
Finish line is in sight.
Yes. See the light.
All right. Well, thank you, Kat. I appreciate it so much. And it was so good to chat with you. And I'm glad everything's going well. And in a few more weeks, we'll get those kids into summer and they'll all have perfect GPAs, I'm sure.
Yes, they will. Good to talk with you.
Thank you.